Happy morning, everyone. And welcome to this beautiful morning, this Sunday morning.
Happy morning.
Nice to see you all.
Nice to
The
see
rest
you.
of them are traveling. So I don't know whether they join or not.
Oh,
What about you all? You all are traveling any days
no.
till we complete? Good.
Till we complete, I have decided not to travel. Then I have to go somewhere.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you for this decision. You gave an intent and it happens. Yeah, if you give an intent that yes, I will attend all the sessions, then it does happen.
Actually, Dasera also we are going to meet, or it's a holiday or something?
Sorry?
Dasera, are we going to meet or it's a holiday?
As you all, according to the schedule, it will be there. But
Okay.
if all of you want, then we can just take an off that day.
Whatever the everyone says.
Shirish bhai, you can hear us?
Yeah. I don't have any problem. I'm okay.
You okay? Okay. We'll see, Auntie, how everybody is.
Yeah. No problem.
The Shera is day after, na?
Dasera is on the
5th.
Yeah.
Today, 2nd. Yeah, the Shera is on the 5th, right?
I think it's better not to stop anything and to finish off the sequence,
Yes, Auntie.
That the cycle which is being built up, there should nothing come in the way. It should finish and smoothly once and for all.
And if you want, we can change the timings if you want any time. We can change.
No, I like this time so that feel the day to do.
Okay, so now coming back to our session, how was it yesterday after you wrote? लिखा था कि नहीं लिखा था शिरीष भाई?
नहीं लिखा था.
Auntie, you wrote?
Yes, I wrote.
So what happened, Auntie, when you wrote?
I wrote, and at the end of everything, I felt that what was missing was love.
What would be?
That love was missing. Because of lack of love, all this has happened. And only if love was there, this would never have happened.
But how to bring it now?
How to bring it now is that I don't know how to put it to you, but when the opposite person refuses to talk to you or to cooperate with you in any way, then how do you go about it? Can't go out of my way. I've always been the giving in type.
So, Auntie, what did you just say? I can't go out of my way. I've always been.
The giving in type, that means let it go, whatever has happened, let it go. Okay. I would like to talk, I would like to forgive, I would like to forget. But
so now, okay, Auntie, just be where you are. Yeah. So, can you just let me know what did you write and how did you write?
I wrote, first of all, everything, what has happened in the years.
All the relations you had to write, na?
Yeah, all the relations which are in a problem with me, and it is turning out that it's all in the family only.
Yeah.
Outside in the world, though, in all these years of my life, I've never had a problem with anyone. I've been very easygoing, very understanding, and very cordial with everyone. No one ever say anything about me. It is the family only which there's a problem. And that is all because of this love and there's jealousy, and that is why.
So now what? So you know that, okay, somewhere the glass is 1/4, somewhere the glass is 3/4, somewhere the glass is half. Yeah. And now you know what to pour inside.
Yes.
So now the next step which we are going to take is we are going to just do it today.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to make a list of all the things in yourself, matlab good things in yourself. Make a list of all the good things. Write down on the left hand side Shirish bhai, you've not done this, so I don't know whether you'll be. अभी आप क्या करना चाहते हैं? ये और वो दोनों करेंगे, क्या करेंगे आज?
दोनों करूंगा, आज छुट्टी है ना.
हाँ, ठीक है. So कल का जो है उसके बाद में make a list of all the good things in yourself and and in the second half, I mean, you're going to make two columns and divide the page into two parts. First step is whatever I like about myself, whatever are the good things in myself, whatever I like about myself. Okay. And then in the second column, we are going to write things what I don't like about the other person.
Oh, what I don't like about the other person.
Yeah.
That means in our relationship, whoever I've mentioned that, those people, right?
So first is what I like about myself. And then things what I don't like about the other person.
Okay.
And then after that, the third step is now you're going to match that what you don't like about the other person, the same thing is there in you also or not. It is hidden at times and we'll have to dig into it and find out. Yeah, for example, that very smallest thing as when I'm sitting to eat on the table and the other person is slurping and I don't like the other person slurping. And I keep on telling that if you slurp, somebody slurps in front of me, I can't eat my food. मतलब वो आवाज करके खाते हैं ना slurping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
So if that is there, I just can't eat my food and I just, even if it's my husband, I just can't. Even so many times I've told, but that person is not able to. It's fine. Now let me see if I'm sitting alone and eating and the food is yum and it's something which I really love and I've been loving since childhood. Am I also doing the same? Or I'm having my tea and slurping and it's a very tasty tea somebody has made or I only have made and I find myself slurping the same way, seeing that nobody is there around and I can do it. If that is happening or not. Shirish bhai, समझ में आ रहा है?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh? Got it now?
Yes.
We're going to do this today. So we're going to match the following, as many as you can do. Supposing the some points will not match, you will say, nahi, this is not there only. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Next point, next point. Clear?
That means the second and the third we have to do today only.
Yeah, everything today.
Okay.
So now we're going to read the next part of it. Yes,
Yeah,
Shirish bhai?
Yesterday's, can you explain for, in brief? Yesterday, what?
Yesterday, first you have to write all the relations that you have in your life. Yes, auntie, that's what we have done.
Yes.
All the relations that you have in your life, जितने भी लोगों के साथ में आपको कुछ टिफ है, मतलब there is some little problem, either you are not talking or the person told you something and you've not been able to forget that, कुछ ऐसा कर दिया है जो आप अभी तक याद है आपको, वो लिखना है आपको.
Okay.
And what was the second part, auntie? Second part was make a list of all the good things in yourself and divide it into two parts. What I like.
No, yesterday's second part.
Yesterday's second part is what is missing in that relationship. You make a list of the relationships and write down the names of them. That why you're not working, why the relationship is not working, and then you have to say what is missing in my life with all this to happen to change the relationship.
What is missing in my life?
What is missing in my life? What
Just
will
give an
happen?
example, auntie. So supposing you've written for your sister.
Yeah.
Then what is the next the second part, what have you written in the page?
I have written कि what will happen to change this relationship.
So what have you written?
I have written down everything, and for me to change this relationship, I felt that love was missing. That was the only thing.
So how can you change the relationship is what you've written?
Yeah, how can I change? Yeah.
So what are the steps I can take to change that relationship?
Yeah.
Yes, auntie, you've written those?
Currently, what is missing about what is missing in my life? What will happen to change the relationship will be. I had written down certain things yesterday in the book when you mentioned make a list of the relationships, write down the names from the time as until today, what is missing in that relationship. That is one thing. Then currently you have to what is missing about what is missing in you, what in your life.
Yeah. So what is missing in your life? You're looking for all that in the other person. Did you find out that, auntie?
Yes, I found out that it is love only that is missing.
Yeah, love is what? Love is what a very generalized thing.
Yeah.
Like, supposing appreciation is missing in my life. That is what I'm looking for in the other person.
Yeah.
Are you getting me, auntie? So that's what you have to discover that for yourself. Like supposing, for example, you've written for your sister, and this is the problem area in you and your sister, between you and your sister, and then whatever you've written, that against that, what is missing in your life is what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for in your sister, or in your brother, or in your brother-in-law. Now you have to see, you have to match that what you've written.
I have written it the way I was coming in my mind yesterday in the morning, just after the class. I was writing the whole
Yeah,
thing.
Andy. See, good. So, Shirish bhai, you've understood now?
Yeah, almost.
What haven't you understood? पहले आपको क्या करना है?
You have to identify the relations in which we had problem.
Yes.
Then what was the reason for the problem? What was missing at that time?
Yeah.
Now third step, what? That I did not understand.
Third step of yesterday or today?
Yes, yesterday. I'm talking about yesterday.
तो जो आपने लिखा कि what was the problem? जो problem आपने लिखा, that problem is what is missing. जो भी आपने लिखा, that is what. फिर आप जब introspect, when you're thinking, you will discover that that is what is missing in your character, in your personality. It's not about the other person, it's about you. So that other person is showing you what is missing in you.
Right.
Are we all complete human beings? We are evolving, right? We are learning in this journey.
Yeah.
Every life we are learning something new. Every day we are learning something new. So that person has come into your life as your sister, as your brother. See, parents to we only choose. We choose our parents. The source relationship, agar hum dekhe, source relationship, I'm going to talk about it, I think so, when everybody is there. Let us see, we are going to talk about it. But let me touch on it that source relationship are our parents. And when the soul comes in the light form, supposing soul matlab I myself, I decide in my light form that this is the lesson I will learn in this lifetime. Supposing the lesson is love and acceptance, it's always love and something. So if the lesson is love and acceptance, then I'm going to look at the set of parents, where those people, so I'm going to look at that house, those parents, where I will have something opposite than what I need to learn. तभी तो मेरी learning होगी ना. अगर same learning के साथ में, same situation में, same parents जो सब कुछ accept कर रहे हैं, और वो जो भी relations है, brother, sister, closest relationships, उनका भी यही लाइफ प्लान है, then I will not be able to learn my lesson. I will look for a set of parents in a house जहाँ पे वो है नहीं, तभी तो I will be able to understand ना. If I'm choosing light, then how will I understand the importance of darkness? And if there's only light, and there's no darkness, if there's only light, and there's no darkness, then how will I understand the importance of light? Darkness है तभी तो light का importance पता चल रहा है ना. Yes, no?
Yes.
Because behind darkness is light. So you have to think on it. Just start thinking on these lines. Everything will be clear.
Is what is missing in my life and what will happen to change this relationship, right? In the last time what we wrote,
Yeah, auntie.
I wrote everything about my sister, my brother-in-law's wife, and my own brother. And when I studied everything, even when I read everything after written, I felt that love was missing in this. Now, what is the missing in my life that will happen to change this, right? We have to write that, right?
Yeah. So if you felt that is obvious, love was missing, hence these problems are coming.
Yeah.
Since we are reading this book and we have understood that if love is missing, now you have to, so how do you rectify that is, once you recognize that this, whatever I've written for the other person, whether it's my sister, my brother-in-law, is what is missing in my character. Can you identify that, auntie?
Yeah, but that is what we are going to do today. What I like and what I don't like in the other person, 2 parts we are going to do that. No?
Yes.
And match the other person whether the same thing is there in you or not.
Yes, that is today's thing, right?
Yeah. But yesterday's thing also how much I am trying to study. I feel how can I do more than this what I've done in all these years? How much to bend down, how much to, when that person just doesn't want to listen to anything. I just don't know.
Did you crack the lesson which that person is teaching you? That's what it's required. That's what we are trying to do, to crack, not trying to do, that's what we are doing to crack the lesson which the other person is teaching me. Maybe lesson of acceptance, maybe lesson of appreciation, maybe lesson of so yes, so criticism, jealousy and all that will come when it's lesson of appreciation, maybe lesson of gratitude. Love is always there, love is missing, hence all this is happening. Ye samajh mein aa gaya, we all know that, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday ka thing was just write down all the relationships and what is missing in that relationship. That's what we had to write.
What is missing?
Yeah. Matlab, what are you looking for? What you're not liking in that other person. You know, whatever you're not liking, that was it. That's done. Okay. Now today ka thing is, whatever I love about, like about, appreciate about myself, that you will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, how many are coming. Then things what I don't like about the other person. Sorry. Now you have to write things what you love about the other person. Yesterday you wrote you don't like about the other person. Today you're going to write what you like about the other person. Love. So first like about yourself and what you like about the other person.
Vandana, just now you said what I like and then you said what I don't like about.
Don't like we've already written na yesterday, auntie.
Yeah. So
I'm
now
sorry, I'm really sorry. Now you have to write what I like and love about the other person. So all the good things about the other person.
And what I like about the other person. 2 parts like that.
Both. First I write what I like about myself, love about myself. And then जो लोगों को लिया था कल, जिनके बारे में नहीं अच्छा लग रहा था, जिनके बारे में हमको लग रहा था कि प्रॉब्लम है, उनके बारे में अब लिखना है कि उनकी क्या अच्छाइयां हैं, उनके बारे में आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we are going to match that. Okay, there's so much common in me and the other person. When you see the common factors, when we studied maths, हमने किया था ना, highest common factor HCF
Yes, yes.
and LCM, lowest common multiple. Now you have to find the SCF, what is common in both of you. वो identify करने से पता चलेगा, अरे this is also there, this is also there, it's there in the other person. Then where is the problem? The problem is in my thinking, my way of processing. I took it that way. Then you will be able to unfold everything. फिर आपको पता चलेगा कि it was this problem तो कुछ है ही नहीं, nothing is there. And then your energies, what will start flowing will be positive for that person. Once your energies are positive, once the flow of energy from you to the other person is positive, things will change between you and the other person automatically.
But Vandana, mostly it is all things about property only, or property only this thing.
So, auntie, that's okay. You don't have to think ki catch for what it is happening. You just have to be with what is happening. For what? Don't go into that. Otherwise, you'll go into the complaining mode again.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Okay.
what is our Shirish bhai, you're getting na?
Yes, yes.
So that's what you're going to do today, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Some
Acha,
pending work which has been happening since many years. The energy you're changing over there, na? The energy which is there in the property, it's changing. Auntie, this happens with many families, and you know that okay, love is missing. Because of that, this is happening. You've discovered that identification you've done. Now we're going deeper at what happened, why this is happening. Or you can understand that now, that this has come to teach me something. Can you understand that? You'll
Yes.
understand that after writing today. Let's write and see. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
So, yeah, so we read that example of the women and the husband. They were in such a bad relationship, verbally abused, and that man was abusing her and the 4 children, and how everything changed. What were the steps that she did? So that's what are the steps that we are doing in our life. Finding good things about that person. Even if you can't find anything, just I like the way that person talks. And even if you feel that person is very soft talker, that person always wants something. That's why he or she is talking softly. If you're thinking that, the mind will take you into that space. Because right now you have all the negative things about that person. Because that person has done that thing to me. The mind will again give you a reason कि उसने ऐसा किया, इसके लिए मैं ऐसा सोच रही हूँ. मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया. मैंने हमेशा, I was very soft. I still took it. I kept on taking it. I was suppressing it. I didn't say anything. Now you have to go the other way around. Now you have to see the ball from the other side and see what happens. Yes, Shirish bhai?
Yes.
yeah,
Because love means freedom. We are going to read the next topic. Love is not binding the other person with your thoughts, with your feelings, with your emotions. It just means freedom. So we can start reading. Shirish
And
bhai, आपका
हाँ,
नंबर कब आएगा?
नहीं मेरा नंबर इस टाइम में नहीं आएगा क्योंकि मुझे जाना पड़ेगा शिवाजी पार्क और डॉक्टर के पास इज नॉट देयर.
Sorry?
डॉक्टर के पास जाना पड़ेगा ना.
कब? आज?
नहीं आज नहीं. शिवाजी पार्क में शी इज आउट ऑफ बॉम्बे. सो अभी ये वीक में जाऊंगा उनके पास. और
नहीं, आई एम आस्किंग फॉर रीडिंग. आपका नंबर कब आएगा?
नहीं वो मेरे चश्मे का कुछ हो जावे ना.
अच्छा
तो
अच्छा,
उसके लिए-
चश्मा का. सॉरी. ओके.
अच्छा दूसरा इसमें मेरा क्या है, मैं पढ़ता हूँ ना तो if I read no, then मैं उसके अंदर हो जाता हूँ, तो है ना, अभी कुछ बात है तो मैं सोचने लगता हूँ, तो मेरा रीडिंग जो है ना बराबर नहीं होता है, अभी नहीं, पहले से।
अच्छा अच्छा,
हाँ,
तो
तो
आज
मैं
आप ट्राई करिए, एक बार आप जस्ट एक पैरा पढ़ के ट्राई करिए, हाँ। whenever your specs will come, then we will
हाँ,
do it, okay,
ओ-
so
ठीक है,
that this fear will go and it can go in this platform.
ओके, ठीक है।
The fear of talking in front of others is there?
नो, उसके
It's
उसमें
not there.
प्रॉब्लम।
Talking in front of new people,
नो,
new people in a huge gathering, is it there?
नहीं नहीं, उसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं, लेकिन ऑन द स्टेज आई कांट टॉक।
Okay, okay, ठीक है। That stage fear तो बहुत लोगों को रहता है। Yeah. So love means freedom. Auntie, you'll read?
Yeah, I'll read.
Yeah, auntie.
Love means freedom. Now, here is the tricky bit with giving love in relationships, and it's the one thing that has prevented many from receiving the life they deserve. It's only tricky because people have misunderstood what it means to give love to others. To be very clear about what it means to give love to others, you need to understand what it means not to give love to others.
This is very interesting, na auntie. We'll pause here. Now
Yeah.
this is very confusing. Ki to understand what is to give love to others, first I have to understand what it means not to give to love to others, and how am I doing this again and again and again, that I am not giving love to that person. And how am I doing it? Let's read further.
Trying to change another person is not giving love. Thinking you know what is best for another person is not giving love. Thinking you are right and another person is wrong is not giving love. Criticizing, blaming, complaining, nagging, or finding fault with another person is not giving love.
Now we know where we are standing. So taking my example of my son, what happened day before yesterday night, and it didn't happen for the first time. It's been happening over and over and over again, the same thing. And if I'm going again and again to him and telling him, keep your room tidy, keep the things properly, the shoes are there, the guitar is just lying like that, your clothes are lying like that on the study table. Study table is not a place to keep the clothes. You need to keep your books over there and keep it neat and clean. This is the way I'm talking to him every time. So what am I trying to do?
Nagging.
Trying to change. I'm trying to change this person. Change his habit. Change the person, matlab what? You don't change like this, literally, but changing means you're changing the habits of that person. And we do it with our near and dear ones, isn't it?
Yes.
Every moment we do it. हम वही करते हैं. अपने बच्चे के बारे में, अपने हस्बैंड के बारे में, अपनी वाइफ के बारे में. And we keep on doing this throughout the day because I don't like it, you don't do it. We are coming from that space, right? So, and we give a reason also that, see, मैं तो आपके अच्छे के लिए बोल रहा हूँ, मैं तो I am telling for your good only. We tell that also, that see, and we get emotional, like for if I am talking, see, I'm talking to my son, I am not going to be there with you throughout your life. You know, when I go, then you will understand that what I'm saying is right. बोलते हैं ना ऐसा?
Yes.
So what are you going to, what are you doing? You are thinking that you know what is best for another person. आपको लग रहा है कि आप उसके लिए अच्छा कर रहे हो. लेकिन remember, one soul on the journey, and I am the soul on the journey, and the other person is soul on the journey. If each one of us, where, when have we started, how many lives we have traveled, we don't know. We know that my husband has traveled so many lives and I have traveled so many lives, and my wife has traveled this many lives. No, na? So
No.
what are we trying to think that this is, just think that way, that this person, this she or he is one soul on the journey and I am another soul on the journey. And her soul ki learning alag hoti hai. Huh? Now,
Right.
thinking you are right and another person is wrong, this is not giving love. See, here when you're saying that I'm telling for your best and I know that this is for your good, you're not understanding. मैंने तुमसे ज़्यादा life देखी है. तुम तो अभी just पैदा हुए हो. You know, when you're talking to your kid, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
So you are thinking, you're coming from a space, you're thinking that I'm thinking good about that person, but at the end of the day, it's not giving love, right?
Yes.
Now thoda clarification we are getting some clarification.
लेकिन my question is कि समझो sometimes they are doing wrong, so you have to tell once or twice. It's okay, but you have to tell, no? So you can't say that you know उनको
No, you
बोलना
have to
नहीं.
tell. You have to tell with the intention of telling, not with the intention of imposing.
Yeah, not changing.
Yeah. So you have to first see your feelings. Am I saying assertively, or I'm just giving and just giving and just leaving it? बोल के छोड़ देना है. There's one beautiful line in Hindi which I had read, you know, in some of the books. सोच दो पर समझ मत दो. Give the thought, but don't give the understanding, because the other person has his or her own understanding. Give that freedom. See, the name of this, the topic of what we are reading is love means freedom. Freedom of choice, freedom of actions. Like we are how we've read, you remember the constitution of our democracy of India. What does it say? We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, democratic republic, and to give to all its citizens freedom of thought, actions, beliefs. Something like that, na?
Yes. Yes.
So, what is freedom then? If you talk of human freedom, freedom is not changing these four things what we have read. If we are doing this, then it's not freedom. So these four things are very, very important. Now see, what am I doing? Am I trying to change another person? Am I trying to tell that person that I know what is good for you, because that person is my kid, that person is my son, my daughter, my wife, my brother, younger brother, or sometimes to my elder brother also. And then, TK, you've told that, it's fine. But thinking you are right and another person is wrong. The next step. When we are going and talking to the person, we feel that I am right and you are wrong. Don't we feel that?
Yeah.
Yes, no. Don't we feel
Yes.
that?
Yes.
So then what do you do? Then what is going to happen? If still that person is not listening, then you will go and talk to supposing the person is your son or your daughter. Then taking my example, if we take an example, we understand. Then I'll go and tell my husband, let's see, I'm telling this Madhav, he's not listening only. I've been telling him since so many years, so many months, but he's not listening only. So what am I doing? I'm complaining.
Yeah.
And then what will I, supposing I have another child and I say, see, you know, supposing your daughter is there. So you'll say, Vrinda doesn't, you know, when whatever I tell her, she listens. But this person is so stubborn, I don't know what to do. So what are you doing? You're criticizing and finding fault. Then this is not giving love. And the whole day we keep on doing this, isn't it? Yes, no?
Yes.
And hence, the people whom we were blaming that because I have done everything, now you understand that these people are coming, you're attracting these people in your life because you have given all this. Whether it's your brother-in-law, the reason is the property, or whether it's your sister-in-law or sister, the reason can be anything. But who gave it first? In the form of criticism, blaming, complaint, finding fault. Who gave it first?
We only gave it first.
I only gave it. This is when we write down, auntie, then we'll come to know that it's coming from me only and nobody else. See, we have been. Sorry?
Exactly. When I'm writing down, I keep on writing, and then I sit and read everything again. Then it comes to me that, this is all this is coming to me only. It's lack of love only. It's all coming like that.
So lack of love, which areas are you feeling there's lack of love? When you're trying to change your husband because of his habits, your house help because of his or her habits, then you're giving that. See, this is a very deep science, it's just telling us. I think even the same thing is written in our, when we go for satsangs and scriptures and all that, it's written there. The same thing, but it's so beautifully explained in this just one para. Let's read further, we'll understand more. Yeah.
So hate is not conquered by hate. Hate is conquered by love. This is a law eternal. Gautama Buddha, 563 to 483 BC, founder of Buddhism.
So when you say, I hate this habit of yours, we say, I hate this person. So hate is not conquered by hate. But when you're saying this, what kind of energy you're saying with? This habit is terrible, atrocious. I don't know what that person thinks. Every time the same thing is happening, isn't it? Kitna charge karke bolte hain hum. So what are we doing? We are hating. Hate is not conquered by hate. Hate is conquered by love. This is law eternal. This is an eternal law. So love is not just going and hugging that person and not whatever the person is going and slapping you also, still you're going and hugging that person. Love is not that. It is one of the things about love, but it's not only that. Yeah, so let's understand this story and we'll understand. Let's read the story.
I want to share a story I received that demonstrates the care we must take in our relationships. A man's wife had left him and had taken their children with her. The man was devastated. He blamed his wife and he refused to accept her decision. He continued to contact her, determined to do everything he could to change her mind. He may have thought he was acting out of love for his wife and family, but his actions were not loving. He blamed his wife for their marriage ending. He believed that she was wrong and he was right. He refused to accept his wife's decision to choose for herself because he would not stop contacting his wife. He was arrested and sentenced to jail. The man eventually realized that he was not giving love when he denied his wife her freedom to choose what she wanted, and that he lost his freedom as a result. The law of attraction is the law of love, and you cannot break it. If you violate it, you break yourself.
Yes. So beautiful, na?
Very beautiful.
So what did he do? He was taken, his freedom was taken by how? Because he was arrested and sentenced to jail. He was arrested and he was put into that one cell where the jail is what? You have to just be at one place, everything at one place only. You can't move out of that room. And it's a small room. So why did this happen? Because he took away the freedom of his wife and he took away in the major way. So this, this is the depth of humanity, this para, this example and the previous para also. What is it? That break all the bars that is caging you. Who's caging who? You remember that picture which we saw, that parrot in the cage?
Yes.
And if you're just squawking like a parrot, one bar, another criticism, another kind of, negative statement, another bar. So I'm caging myself in that cage. So if you feel that I really love someone, kaisa love, that if you, just let that person go, let that person do anything what he or she wants, then if we are actually not used to this, हमको डर लगेगा कि क्या वो और गलत रास्ते पे चला जाएगा, isn't it? कि अगर उसे छोड़ देंगे तो वो और गलत रास्ते पे चला जाएगा, because you are seeing that body, that mind, that with that name, you're identifying yourself with that body, who's your son or daughter or your husband or your wife, the whatever name in this life. But you have to see what other lives that the soul has traveled. Everyone has an understanding of his or her own. Everyone. Don't you feel I have an understanding what am I doing? Morning when I'm waking up and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You feel that, then why can't I feel for the other person? Because I feel that the other person, I'm more superior than the other person.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And we keep on judging the other person. So then he realized that he was not giving love when he denied his wife her freedom to choose what she wanted. Always he was imposing, do this, do that, do this, do that. And that's what I'm whole day, if somebody is there in front of you and you keep on seeing that, you keep on feeling that the other person is doing wrong, his actions, his behavior of doing things in the entire day is wrong, you are thinking. But go and ask the other person. Other person is thinking what the other person is thinking. You'll get a different perspective. So if we start living our lives in this way, then see how things around you will change. So the law, yeah.
There's so much of peace when you start living like this. So much of peace.
So then what you're giving, if you're giving acceptance, if you're giving appreciation, if you're giving satisfaction, leave love. Love is the last thing.
Yeah.
You start thinking, I want to give love, it's not going to happen. So start doing these things. Be happy in the happiness of the other person. Be joyful in the joy of other person. Whatever the other person is achieving, be happy in that. And then what are you giving? Whatever you're giving, whatever emotion you're giving, you're going to receive that. So that's why we say, our closest relationships are our biggest teachers. Who are the closest relationship? Our family members. So the law of attraction is the law of love and you cannot break it. If you violate it, you break yourself. Let's read this next para.
I am sharing this story because the ending of intimate relationships is very challenging for some people. You cannot deny someone else's right to choose what they want because that is not giving love. It is a bitter pill to swallow when your heart is breaking, but you must respect everyone's freedom and right to choose. What you give to another person, you receive yourself. And when you deny another person's freedom to choose, you will attract negative things that deny your own freedom. Maybe the flow of money to you decreases, or your health weakens, or your job takes a downturn, because all of these things would affect your freedom. There is no other person for the law of attraction. What you give out to others, you give to yourself.
Yes. So if you really feel that I really love my son, if I really love my daughter, if I really love my wife, I really love my husband, or I really love my brother, or I really love my sister, then you start looking, what we are going to do today, start looking at the things that you love about themselves. Okay. When you do that, then what you're doing is you're letting go, right? You're letting go whatever you're holding on to. So when you let go, then what happens is that something happens that the person will, and if you let go, and if the person, so this is again a very beautiful understanding. If you let go and the person comes back to you, don't expect that now this person, I'm doing something, so this person is going to call me and tell me sorry, and something will happen. No. If the person comes back to you, that person is yours. If the person doesn't come back to you, he was never yours. It was my illusion which was feeling that that person is, has some importance in my life. Once you say that, then see, automatically what you want, it will happen. See, we are learning our life's greatest lessons in every lifetime. And some lifetimes are very tough. If you feel that, okay, there's too much of things happening and a lot of thing is happening. And when somebody tells you, you'll say, you don't know what am I going through every day, which means that there are a lot of things which is happening. If there's a lot of things which is happening, you are learning the lessons of many, many lifetimes which you didn't learn. It's a collective lesson which you're learning of many, many lifetimes. And then if you learn, otherwise, if you don't learn now, you will get it in another lifetime. We want that or we don't want that. The moment those moments, the last moments of our life, we all want to live happily. I mean, we all want to go happily, right? Smiling.
Yeah.
There's this song na, हंसते हंसते कट जाए रस्ते, जिंदगी यूं ही बदलती रहे, खुशियां मिले या गम बदलेंगे ना हम, दुनिया चाहे बदलती रहे. This is a very beautiful song.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, and the old songs that we heard, they have lot of meaning.
Yes, yes.
So again, the same thing. There is no other person for the law of attraction. It's only me, the law of one, that is me. What I give to others, I give to myself. Can we think that way? बचपन से किसी ने बताया ही नहीं ना.
No, I am now at this age learning all this. It's I don't know how to explain to you how it is affecting my nature, my interaction with others, my way of thinking, my life.
And auntie, if this is, if you go deeper and deeper into it, you will notice that, wow, life is so wonderful.
Yeah.
Shirish bhai, any doubts, any confusions?
No.
Nothing. Now you can see your entire life, what all you did.
Yeah.
दिख रहा है सामने.
Yes.
अच्छा किया, बहुत अच्छा किया, कुछ बुरा किया, कुछ बुरा, थोड़ा बुरा किया, ज्यादा किया. Everything is, I'm getting it back, right?
Correct, right.
And whatever I'm getting is what I gave. बार बार you have to tell yourself, अच्छा ठीक है, ये situation आई है, मैंने क्या किया, just look life like that. Supposing, for example, that somebody is back answering me and suddenly that person has become like that and I don't know what has happened. कुछ मेरे स्टाफ को कुछ हो गया, उन्होंने जस्ट झट से मुझे आंसर कर दिया एंड आई एम सरप्राइज दैट आज तक कभी भी ऐसा डिसरिस्पेक्ट नहीं किया, आज कैसे किया. It's time for you to look into yourself that where did I disrespect another person? मैंने किसको disrespect किया?
Right. Correct.
Yeah, so what you give to others, you give to yourself. बार बार ये बोलना है, अगर मैं किसी को दे रही हूँ या दे रहा हूँ तो वो मैं अपने आप को, because in that person is also you, in this person is also, so वो जो था ना, that part of the chapter where we read law of one, that is you. You remember what were the lines?
No.
The law of one, that is you. क्या lines थे? That other person is also you, that this person is also you, Wait, I'll just take out that page and I'll read that line to you all and to myself. Which page is it? The law of one, that is. Was it in the creation process? I really love that picture also, you know, when that person is looking, that girl is looking in the mirror and she's seeing herself.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
I remember the picture and everything. I think it was in the law of creation only.
She was
No,
touching
it
the
was
mirror.
life follows you. So
She
I
was
got
touching
it. The
the mirror.
law of one, it's on page 103. The law of one, that is you. See, there is only you. Just listen to this very carefully. There's only you. There is no other person. For the law of attraction, the other person is you. And that other person is you. And those other people are you. Because whatever you feel about anyone else, you're bringing to you. So that the other person is me. That other person is me. And those other people are also me. So everything is me. So again, remembering, if I really love somebody, I let that person go, his habits, his things, what I really don't like. And if that person comes back to me, if that person comes back to you, he's yours. If that person doesn't come back, then he was never yours anyway. Then there's so much of peace, na?
Yeah.
So if you are thinking, Auntie, about your sister, that you are giving love, thinking that whatever you're giving in the form of thoughts, feelings, just now, don't think of the past. Because if you're thinking of the past, you will reinfect yourself. More and more we think about the past, we reinfect ourselves. Because then the past is really powerful, na? What negative things have happened, but what is your intention to resolve this relationship, right? To have a happy relationship. Yes. So then just uh, think of all the good things that you like about her. Today you're going to write.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're changing your energies for her. You're changing that circle. Many circles of negativity that you've started. Now the circle will change into a different circle filled with light. The darkness, the circles which were filled with darkness, now you're giving circles filled with light. What's going to come back to you?
Light.
Light only. And if it doesn't happen, then you just leave it. Leave it to that's where surrender comes. But first, try whatever do whatever you can, the best. And that's what we'll be doing today. Yes. So let's read the next para.
Giving love to other people does not mean you let people walk all over you or abuse you in any way, because that's not giving love either. Allowing another person to use you doesn't help that person, and it surely doesn't help you. Love is tough, and we learn and grow through its law. And as part of that learning, we experience consequences. So it is not love to allow another person to use or abuse you. The answer is get yourself onto the highest frequency of good feelings that you can, and the force of love will resolve the situation for you.
Yes, very important. Auntie will pause here. Very important when we are sitting down to write. First, get yourself into a good feeling. If you have, you had some argument with somebody else and you're not in a good space, so first get yourself into the higher frequency of good feelings, and then what you do is, it will be different. It will be something very powerful. So it doesn't, that thing is coming in the mind now. That person is, I'm always saying sorry to that person. That person is taking me for granted. And I have never done anything, but it's just coming from that person. Why is it happening? I don't know. So you're not allowing the person to walk over you. It's not that. Yeah, it will not help you. Love is tough. See this line, love is tough, and we learn and grow through its law. And as a part of that learning, we experience consequences. So supposing अगर आपने लिख लिया उसके बाद भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, so then you know that I need to do again. Something is missing. Like the salt in the food. If there's no salt in the food will taste bland and you will say, kya bimaron ka khana hai? I can't eat this. Yes? No?
Yes.
And then you look for salt. So that salt is love. So get yourself in the higher frequency. You have your mood shifters. You know how to do it. Fatafat, whenever you find that I am going down below the line, just get your mood shifters. Keep it handy with you. Pick up one thing and start doing that. If you like, we know we all have our mood shifters right in front of you. Just take it, keep it with you either in paper, in the written sheet of paper, or you have it on your phone. फटाफट उसे खोलना है. जैसे supposing you like watching comedy shows, keep some videos handy with you. झट से उसको खोल लिया. किसी के साथ कुछ जोर से बात हो गई. You've just ended up into a very bad argument and you're feeling very bad. Now you will understand it. Now it's time for you to just get your mood shifters and get yourself from that space. Okay, that's why we've got all this, and we're going to read something very beautiful now. Let's read.
Whenever anyone has offended me, I try to raise my soul so high that the offense cannot reach it. René Descartes, mathematician, 1596 to 1650, mathematician and philosopher.
Yeah, be in silence. When you really want to shout and scream, just watch your breaths. Watch your breaths. 3, 4, by the end of 4th breath, you'll feel that, oh, what is this? What am I doing is futile. It's not supposed to be said. What I said is not correct. The way I said is not correct. And even though the person has offended me, there are some people, even if you tell something to them in a very offensive way, still they just laugh it out. Have you seen such people? It doesn't affect them. They will just smile. Okay, fine. You don't want to do, don't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what is that person's frequency is so high that nothing can touch that person. Can darkness touch the sun? Do you feel that? Yes, no?
No.
Because even if you see the moon, we know it takes the light from the sun. Yes? And when does the moon come? When it becomes dark, when the sun goes down and it's rising somewhere else. So when it becomes dark, and again after darkness, what comes? The next morning we again see light. But the sun, does it go it goes somewhere else, but does it go beyond? Does it go behind the dark part of nature? No, na. Darkness cannot touch the sun. Can it touch? No, it cannot touch the sun, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then, let me be like the sun. I don't want to tell now, but yeah, later on as we read, as we go further, you'll understand that. Yeah. So let's read the secret to relationships. What did we just read? Love means freedom.
Yeah.
Now the secret to relationships. Yes.
Okay. The secret to relationships. Life presents everything to you so that you can choose what you love. And part of the gift of life is that you are given all kinds of people, so you can choose what you love in those people and turn away from what you don't love. You are not meant to manufacture love for qualities in a person you don't love, but simply to turn away without giving them any feeling.
Yes, simply to turn away without giving them any feeling. If you turn away कि इसको तो कितना भी बोलो, कितना भी समझा दो, पर इसको कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता, then what are you giving? Negativity, right? You're giving complaints, you're giving criticism, you're judging that person. But just take the person on the face value and say, okay, fine. I have explained, I have done my part as a parent. Now, if he is not listening, it's fine. Because I am, again, see those 4 things, remember, we just read today in the beginning? Trying to change another person is not giving love. Number 1. Number 2 is thinking what you know is best for the other person is not giving love. Number 2. Number 3 is thinking you are right and another person is wrong is not giving love. Number 4 is criticism, blaming, whining away, complaining, nagging, or finding fault is not giving love. And that's what we're doing continuously, right? Please remind yourself again and again, am I fitting into this bracket, this point? There are 4 points that we have done today, read. And everything covers in those 4 points. And I'm doing all that, but still I'm saying, no, but I'm still loving this person. No, that is not love. Yes. So turning away. Yes. Let's read further.
Turning away from what you don't love in someone means you're relaxed about it. And you know life is giving you a choice. It doesn't mean that you argue with them to prove they're wrong, or you criticize or blame them, or that you want to change them because you think you are right. Because of you do any of these things, because if you do any of these things, you are not giving love. Big time.
Yes. So just see, for example, if you go to a party or you go for a marriage and there's a buffet which is laid down, खूब सारे all varieties of different foods. There's a salad counter, there's a Mexican counter, there's a Lebanese counter, there's an Indian counter, there is Chinese counter, and everything is laid down beautifully. Yeah, and there is a dessert counter, and desserts may be so many varieties. Will you go and taste everything? You know what you like. Supposing you don't like Chinese at all, you will not go towards that counter. No? You will just see and move further, right? Yes? No.
Yes. Yes.
So, like that, just think that there are different people who are there in front of you. If you like something in them, appreciate more and go and intermingle with them. If you don't like, don't neglect that person. Don't neglect that person. Give feelings of happiness, give feelings of acceptance, and just walk away. Because if you just go, if you want, if there are some people now that if you just so negative that, I mean, if you go and talk to them, then what happens? You become very negative. Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
So then that doesn't mean that you will say, no, I just, my head is, I don't want to break my head with this person. He doesn't understand only. I want my peace. I just want to go. Then what have you given? Negative feelings at the same time. So how do you give good feelings? By not looking at them. How we, in a buffet, you don't look at what you don't like. And you eat, take in your plate whatever you like only, right? Yes, no. Think like that. So don't argue, don't prove them wrong, don't criticize, don't blame them. Because again, soul on the journey and soul on the journey. This, I am a soul on the journey and the other person is a soul on the journey. Yeah? Because
Yes.
I know the consequences. If I'm doing, what am I doing? I'm bringing that more and more into my life.
Yeah. So simply
Again and again, you have to remind yourself this.
Yes.
Then you are at peace. Yes.
Shall I read?
Yes, auntie.
Your own soul is nourished when you are kind. It is destroyed when you are cruel. King Solomon, circa 10th century BC, biblical king of Israel, in Proverbs 11:17.
So the ultimate journey is about the soul, na? The evolution of the soul.
Yes.
Yes, na? So soul ki level pe when you start thinking, then when you are kind, then your soul is, you're feeding your soul. When you're compassionate, you're feeding your soul. When you're grateful, you're feeding your soul. When you're happy, you're feeding your soul. When you are satisfied, you're feeding your soul. But when you're criticizing, when you're blaming, when you're angry, when you're dissatisfied, when you are, disappointed, then what are you doing? Fearful, guilty, regret. Then you're taking the energy from your soul. Yes. Let's read.
When you are on a feeling frequency of love, then only people who are on the same feeling frequency as you are can come into your life. Some days you feel really happy, some days you feel irritated, and others you feel sad. You can be many different versions of yourself. A person in a relationship with you can also be many versions, including happy, irritated, or sad. No doubt you will have seen them being many different versions, but every version is still that person. When you're happy, then only the happy version of the other people can come into your life. But you have to be happy to receive the happy versions of other people.
Only one thing that we can take from this para is just be happy with whatever you have. Now you will say, "Arey, आज तो मुझे खाना ही नहीं मिला, मैं ऑफिस से आया and that maid didn't come and something, no one is there to serve food." Or what happened in the lockdown, there was everything was shut and there was no, whatever we had to manage was to manage with the food that we have. But in that situation, we all were happy, right? Because there was no other choice. There was a lockdown. तो जाना ही नहीं है बाहर. You can't go. Shops are shut. What do you do? But still we were happy. Or we were complaining, no, I want this. I want to go to a hotel and eat hotel food. We started making things in our own house, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Home cooked food we started eating because there was no choice. But we don't have to wait for that situation for that situation to come. Now I know I can create. I am the creator of my life. I am the writer of my life. I can write the script myself. I can re-script it. I am the producer. I am the actor. I am everything. So I can make myself happy. And I have my mood shifters ready. Yes. Take out the albums from the past. Look at those pictures. Remember the happy moments.
Yes.
Yeah. Some things which are really handy with us. Yes, let's read.
It doesn't mean you are responsible for other people's happiness, because everyone is responsible for their own lives and happiness. What it means is there's nothing else for you to do but to feel happy yourself. The law of attraction will do the rest.
Yes, the universe likes happy people, not someone who keeps on jumping into a sulky horse, whining horse, complaining horse. Yes, whichever horse you are riding on, the horse will ride you. If you're riding on a happy horse, the horse will ride you to a happy planet, to a happy place, to a happy city, to a happy country. And where is all this? Inside you only. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Happiness is a state of mind. It doesn't depend on the other person. We say, na, I will be happy when I get this much money. I will be happy when I get a new house. Just now, my house has only 2 rooms. When I get 3 rooms and a huge balcony where I can sit and do yoga and I can take my yoga classes. And then only I'll be happy. I'll be happy if I have a separate puja room of my own where I can sit and meditate. Then only I will be happy. So happiness is just now over here. When I start feeling that, then the universe is happy. God is happy. The power sitting within me is happy. And now we are coming to a very, very beautiful term which is called pets. P-E-T and S is small. What does that mean? Let's read.
Vandana, excuse me, I just have to go out and close the building lift. Can you give me a second for that?
Yes, auntie.
Because someone has left it on and everyone's running up and down.
Yes,
One
auntie. Shirish bhai?
Yes.
Making sense?
Yes. Yeah. I'm feeling change in my, day-to-day, behavior. I have not assessed anything, but it's changing.
Your thoughts are changing, your feelings are changing.
Yes. There is a difference.
Yes. And we will understand that when others, people around us will say that you have changed.
Yes.
जब दूसरे लोग बोलने लग जाएंगे कि हाँ देयर इज अ चेंज आई एम फीलिंग कुछ तो हुआ है, आप क्या कर रहे हो, कुछ तो चेंज हुआ है आप में, योर फेस विल चेंज, योर आईज विल चेंज, द कलर ऑफ योर स्किन विल चेंज, योर हेल्थ विल चेंज. अपने
Correct.
आप वो चेंज नजर आने लग जाएगा, बिकॉज आई हैव बिकम द चेंज.
Sorry, Vandana.
No, auntie, it's absolutely fine. We can start reading.
One way to take the sting out of confrontational or difficult relationships is to imagine people as your own personal emotional trainers. The force of love presents you with a whole array of personal emotional trainers disguised as everyday people, but they are all training you to choose love. Some people may
Do
be
you want to
soft.
pause here, auntie?
Yeah.
So, personal emotional trainers, people who are giving us the most problematic relationships are our personal emotional trainers. Now you see, जिन लोगों के लिए लिखा था कि उन लोग जो फर्स्ट डे कल लिखा था हमने कि these are the relationship where there are problems. Now you have to replace them with these are my personal emotional trainers. What are they? So, who's a trainer? When do we go to train? When do we call for trainers? When we are in the gym, or somebody who wants to teach us yoga, that becomes a trainer. Some teacher becomes your trainer, right?
Yeah.
Huh? So, personal emotional, matlab they are your personal trainers. And what are they training you? In the area of emotions. Otherwise, just imagine if they wouldn't have been there, would you be able to understand, okay, now I'm feeling little down, now I'm feeling disappointed, now I'm feeling angry, okay, now I'm feeling happy. Everything would have been the same emotion, right? Same
Yeah.
emotion, na? If every day you are getting just you whatever you like, supposing you like desserts, okay, and you're just getting desserts the whole day, what will happen after few hours?
You will not like it at all.
You will not like it at all, and then you look for something savory. Yeah, because the tongue has all the taste buds, na? There is sour taste, there's astringent taste, there is the bitter taste, there's the sweet taste, there's the salty taste. All the taste buds are there in the tongue. You will say, okay, fine, this is something normal, na? This is something a normal person will always like that. So, like that, when it comes to relationships and the person is creating a lot of problems, and you say that this is the most difficult relationship in my life, I don't know how to resolve it. Just start from that point that he is or she is my personal emotional trainer, and they are disguised as everyday people. God has sent them to me as, they are disguise means what? मुझे दिख नहीं रहा है, मतलब they are hiding, something is hiding, na? Disguise means hiding. So they are training me to choose love. This is the highest thing that we can think of. And you will say it's so difficult, but that's what we have to think. And let's start doing it. So some people may be soft personal emotional trainers. Some people will give you little problems, and then when you talk, it gets resolved. Some people are very hard. So this is the journey of love. Love is not just like having a piece of cake in front of you and putting your hand in front and eating it. That stage will also come. But first, you have to work for it. पैसा कमाने के लिए भी बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, right? You have to work for it mentally, physically. Yes, right from your childhood, when you passed out school, college, and then when you went out in the real world, you knew, you met people, you understood yourself, you understood them, and then you started following, and then you took off. Kahin pe you took off, and then started earning little money. Then you reinvested that money, and then you reinvested it and reinvested, and today what you are, right? Yes, you can see your journey for people who are into business and job. So, like that, the personal emotional trainers are those people who help us to grow and evolve. Can we think like that? That these people are helping me to grow and evolve. My closest relationships, even some people don't talk to their parents. They stop talking to their parents, meeting them. I know so many people. अगर आपने ऐसा किया तो आप अपने लिए ही गड्ढे खोद रहे हो. We are digging the pit for ourselves only. Let's read further.
Some people may be soft personal emotional trainers because they don't push you very hard and they're so easy to love. Some people may be tough personal emotional trainers because they push you to your limits, as some personal physical trainers do. But they are the ones who are making you stronger to choose love no matter what.
Yeah, in school we had some teachers now who used to be very strict. We had now, and they used to, that time we used to hate. They were so strict, this teacher is. I really don't like this civics period. This teacher is so strict, and I don't like my maths teacher. I don't know what she says, and she keeps on giving us homework and so much homework. Is it possible to do 20 sums in one day? Yeah, but then afterwards, when the exams come, then you understand that yes, because I practice so much, I can solve the sums now.
Yeah.
Hai na?
Yes.
So like that, these people are people who are tough. They are and they're pushing me to the limits, like how my teacher was. And now they are the ones who are making you to become strong, to choose love no matter what. See, there's a choice is ours, that you keep on choosing hate, which is not existing, which is just a man-made thing. But love is the only thing which God created. Yeah, let's read.
Personal emotional trainers can use all kinds of situations and tactics to challenge you. But the thing to remember is that every challenge is presented, so you will choose love and turn away from negativity and blame. Some trainers may challenge you to judge them or others, but don't fall for that trap. Judgment is negative and it's not giving love. So if you can't love the good in someone or something, simply turn away.
Turn away means what? Either you start seeing the good things in them. That's what we are going to do today, na, when we are writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's read further.
Some trainers may test you by provoking you to feel revenge, anger, or hatred. Turn away by looking for the things you love in life. Some trainers may even hit you with guilt, feelings of unworthiness, or fear. Don't fall for any of them because negativity of any kind is not love.
So now start looking at everybody as my trainer. Not that I am the trainer, but that person is the trainer. Start looking at everybody now. Whoever are there close to you, whoever whom you're meeting every day, your neighbors, your whoever you're meeting in the building, and some person you don't like, that person has a habit of talking loudly, and I don't like that person. So then just accept that person as a personal emotional trainer. PET, pet. What's the meaning of pet? Someone whom I love. What is a pet? We have pets at home, na? So
Yeah.
a dog, a cat, or some birds. These are the pets. And what is the meaning, literal meaning of the word pet? Someone whom we like, someone whom we love, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
That's what these people are. So you're starting from the word pet. The moment you say, these are my pets, And there's some people now that who will just keep on putting you down. They will just say, you're good for nothing. You just can't do this. You can't do that. You can't cook this way. You can't cook that way. So many times I've explained to you, but you can't do that. Yes, no?
Yes.
So then you say, then don't fall for any one of them, because you're going in the negative space. You're going below the line. So who's falling? I am falling. Let's read the next 3 lines.
Hatred paralyzes life. Love releases it. Hatred confuses life. Love harmonizes it. Hatred darkens life. Love illuminates it. Martin Luther King Jr., 1929 to 1968, Baptist minister and civil rights leader.
Yes. So what I would suggest is write in a sticky note, PET, or if you have a whiteboard in your office or at home, PET. Write this. Just write this, so that each time you're moving around your house, or stick that sticky note in different parts in your house, so that you remember. Because now we are in the journey. Now, if you keep on reminding yourself now, then it will become. If a thought stays in the mind for more than 24 hours, it goes into the subconscious mind, and whenever required, it will just surface up. You'll remember it. Okay. So let's read the next para.
If you imagine the people in your life as your personal emotional trainers, it will help you with any difficult relationships. It's the tough trainers who make you stronger and determined to choose love no matter what. But they're also giving you a message. They're telling you that you've gotten yourself into a negative feeling frequency and you need to feel better to move off it. No one can come into your life and affect you negatively unless you are already on the same negative feeling frequency. If you're on a feeling frequency of love, it won't matter how tough or negative someone is. They will not and cannot affect you.
Yeah. So in this previous quote, hatred paralyzes life. When you say hatred is the extreme form of negativity, right? So instead of that, if you replace it with lack of love paralyzes life, love releases it. Lack of love confuses life, love harmonizes it. Lack of love darkens life, love illuminates it. It immediately softens, it immediately becomes lighter, right? Lack of love. Yeah. So now, see, why are they are a tough trainers who are a difficult relationships? Because they are telling you, they are indicating you that now you're in a negative feeling frequency, right? You have gotten angry with somebody, you have gotten rude with somebody, you're disappointed with that person's behavior or his habits. Then you identified you identify that you are on a negative feeling frequency. And what do you need to do? Get your mood shifters. Get yourself from that space, because what's going to happen? You're going to attract more and more such situations, तो तुरंत change करना अपने आप को. So thank them for being in your life, because they are telling you now you're going on a negative space. But then you know what? One part of the mind will say, पर मुझे तो negative space में जाने की कोई इच्छा ही नहीं है. Is that possible? Can you live your life the whole day? One day, it's just half day, just 2 hours. Just think that 2 hours is okay. Just one day, if you feel that no, nothing negative has happened, is that possible? Some kind of negative thought will come in your mind. Yes, no. Some kind of negative feeling you will experience. Either the food is not proper, or you're not finding something is lost and you're not finding it. Yeah, somebody has kept it somewhere which is not at the right place, and you're not finding that thing because you want it just now. Yes, no?
Yes.
And then you will feel that negative space you will go into, right? So then if these people are doing something, thank them that, okay, fine, you're reminding me that I am in a negative space. Otherwise, who's going to remind you? you yourself. But for getting into that practice, thank these people that because of you, I'm understanding that I'm going in the negative space. Because each person, we are all actors in this drama which we are into. We all are actors and we all have our roles to play. So that person is doing his or her role. You know? And if that is affecting you, that means he's acting too well. She's acting too well. And the universe is reminding you now it's time for you to act. Where is your acting going? Yes, let's read further.
Each person is just doing their job, just as you are doing your job of being a personal emotional trainer to others. There are no enemies. There are only some great pets and some tough pets who are making you great.
Isn't this beautiful way to look at our difficult relationships? See, ऐसा भी तो है ना कि I am also becoming difficult for somebody. Go and ask somebody about how do they feel about you? If I go and ask my son about how does he feel about me, he's going to tell me everything. That this you're doing, and this I don't like, and you've been continuously doing. I've been continuously telling you, but still you're going on doing it. Yes?
Yes.
So there are no enemies. There is only some of them are great personal emotional trainers. Some of them are tough personal emotional trainers who are making me a better person. Auntie?
Yeah,
You feeling tired?
little bit.
Little bit. You want to go and have water?
I had water. I just would like to splash some water on my face and
That's
come.
what I was about to tell you, that when I used to
Yeah.
feel sleepy while studying, my mom
Yeah.
used to say, go and splash water on your eyes.
Just a second. I'll
Yes,
splash.
auntie.
Thank you. Thank you, Vandana.
Thank you, auntie. So this
You know,
last topic we'll read for today, and then we'll wind up today's session. Yes.
it just reminds me that when we were going to school together, I and my sister, we had a small house. We used to get up early, both of us. We used to sit on the same table and study. So there were times when I used to doze off, while studying, because sometimes we have slept at 10 and got up by 2. So she would say, Aban, Aban. Then I would get up, yeah. And then I would start studying. And sometimes she was sleeping. And then I would say, Parveen, get up. So she used to get up and study. What days we had, really.
Yes, auntie. See, it makes you happy, na? Happy moments.
Yeah.
So remember those happy moments, and then you will really feel happy.
This book is so far the best book I have read. It's the best.
Hence, it's called the power, na, auntie?
Yeah, it's really the power, really.
Yes.
Everyone is telling me, you're mad, you get up at 5 o'clock to do this. What are you doing? I said, I'm doing a wonderful thing, and I'm very happy doing it.
And I'm so happy for you, auntie, that you took it up this time.
Yeah.
And yes.
It told me take it down 2 days before, also my back was paining so much. Sometimes I would say, what shall I do? Shall I go to the doctor? Shall I take this tablet? I was just in a very happy mood. I said, let it pain. It's paining, let it pain. Yeah, man. So what? I went about my work and all that, and I'm fine.
How's your back now, auntie?
Not too good, but it is there.
It's there.
It's much better, but it's there.
Huh. So when you started this journey 2 days back, how much was it? And now, is there any difference after doing this journey?
After doing this journey, I don't take it so seriously. And I don't become mentally involved. My back is paining. I just let it go at the back of my mind. And I continue doing my work. If it's paining, let it pain. It's not going to stop me from working. If I'm tired, I take rest for half an hour, again get up, again work. I do like that. with everything.
Yeah, so this pain is your personal emotional trainer. You can take this pain also as your personal emotional trainer.
Oh.
What is it teaching you? Understand that, crack that.
Okay.
Because every pain in the body comes comes from a thought which is come first risen in the mind. So then you will identify, you'll be able to identify that. Yes, Auntie? So let's read this. The law of attraction is a sticky business.
The law of attraction is a sticky business. When you rejoice in another person's good fortune, their good fortune sticks to you. When you admire or appreciate anything about another person, you're sticking those qualities to yourself. But when you think or discuss negative things about someone else, you're sticking those negative things to you too. And
So
you're
let's
putting
play a
them-
game today. Auntie will pause from today. From today, let's play, not only today, from today, let's play a game. You have sticky notes with you? वो sticky pads होते हैं, वो है?
I have it in my cupboard.
You have, na? You have with you, right?
Yeah.
So the game is that you're going to, every time you admire or appreciate anything, not only somebody else, but anything, you admire your house, you admire this picture, you admire this wall, you admire the sofa, the upholstery which you have, you admire this bean bag, the color of the bean bag, whatever you admire, जो भी आपको आप appreciate कर रहे हो, admire कर रहे हो, you are going to take one sticky note and just whatever color it is. So we're going to choose two colors, black and which other color you would like to choose, which makes you happy?
Black, you don't get black sticky
No,
notes.
black and which color which you would like to choose, which will make you happy?
Red.
Red? Shirish bhai, for you?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. So then what makes you happy is your good color, and black is a dark color always, right? Yes? Yes. So when you have appreciated somebody, you will make a circle of your happy color and stick it on, make a wall where you will stick one wall only. When you've appreciated, you will make this color what you like, make this color, make a circle, and just don't nothing else, and stick it on the wall. When you have criticized or complained, then make a dark circle and stick it on the wall. At the end of the day, count how many blacks you have, how many blues or reds you have. Yes, then you will understand what is happening. Even if you are, supposing you're gossiping with somebody, you're talking to somebody and you're talking about an old friend, you're talking about somebody else, your relative or somebody, it's a negative thing. Negative thought. Yeah, when you think or discuss negative things about someone else, you are sticking those negative things to you too. Then at the end of the day, you know how many negatives you're sticking to you and how many positives you are sticking to you.
Yeah.
Because then
And
you'll
then
understand what is
sometimes it will
happening.
be more, sometimes it will be less.
That you don't know, Auntie. Don't decide that now.
Okay.
Don't pre-decide.
Okay.
Let's see what happens when you're playing this game.
Okay.
Let's read further.
Okay. The law of attraction is responding to your feelings. Whatever you give, you receive. And so if you stick a label on any person, circumstance, or event in life, you are sticking the label on you, and that's what you will receive. Now, this is fantastic news because it means you can stick everything you love and want to you by looking for the things you love in other people and saying yes to them with all of your heart. The world is your catalog, and when you understand the power of your love, it is a full-time job noticing everything you love in other people. Correct. But it's the easiest and best way to change your whole life. It beats struggle and suffering. All you have to do is notice the things you love in other people and turn away from the things you don't So you don't give them any feeling. How easy is that?
So this is fantastic news. Every time, whatever she explains, it comes to the same point, that the law of attraction and about what you are bringing into your life. It's responding to your feelings. Whatever you give, you receive. Whatever I give, I receive. Whatever I give, I receive. If I'm sticking a label on any person or any situation, event in my life, which is a dark black label or a red label, then I'm sticking that label on me, and that's what I'm going to receive. So that wall, stick it on only one wall, huh? Abhi samajh mein aa gaya na, Shirish bhai, what you have
Yeah.
to do? And do
Yeah.
it today. Even when you go to office tomorrow, take it to your office. Ask, people will ask you, tell them also to start playing the game with you. Let them also have a wall of their own. You can play this with your grandkids and your grandchildren. Very, very, they'll really like it. You know, some new game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the world is your catalog. And when you understand the power of love, it's a full-time job, noticing everything you love in other people. This is the end result, you know, it's going to happen. All you have to do is notice the things you love and see. So see what's going to happen. The mind is very, very clever. You know, you'll see that today I have got more black than red or blue. Then the next day you will be cautious. No, now I want more reds or blues than black. The next day automatically you will start playing in that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yes.
how easy is that? Now, but the first step I only have to take. Don't say बहुत busy था, guests आ गए, कुछ भी हुआ, but आपके thoughts तो चालू है, आपके feelings तो चालू है ना. So जो भी है, even if you are out, you can just take your cell phone is with you. In your cell phone, you can you have the either if you know how to draw, it's fine. Otherwise, just just write 1, 2, 3. Make 2 columns in your in one of your personal groups, or you create a group. You can create a group with you and your husband, or you and your daughter, you and your son, 2 people. You can create a group. Every time you think of something negative, you're finding fault, you're criticizing, you're complaining, then just write over there black. Every time you're just appreciating, feeling happy, enjoying something, going and telling somebody, I really love this about you, then you put that favorite color of yours, and then at the end of the day you will count. But if you are at this sticky note really, it's nice, it's really nice to play this game. Yeah. The first choice is with the sticky note. Supposing if you have an excuse in your mind that I have to go out, how will I carry the sticky note with me? You can do that also. You can stick them on your bag or, anywhere. Yeah. But the phone thing is handy. You can do in your phone also. Yeah. So taking the first footstep with a good thought, the second with a good word, and the third with a good deed, I entered paradise. Whole day you're thinking good, your steps are good, your words are good, and then you will feel that, yes, this is heaven. True heaven is the place on earth. This is beautiful song, na? Have you heard this song?
No.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll see if I can just get that song and we'll play and listen to it. It's one of the very old singers. True heaven is the place on earth. It's a very beautiful song. Yeah. So this is written by Ada Viraf, book of Ada Viraf, circa 6th century Zoroastrian religious text. It's a Zoroastrian religious text.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Yes, auntie?
This is my religion. This is what we are taught.
And what is this book of Ada Viraf?
That is, I don't know, but it is, they are saying that there will come a time when this Arda Viraf will come down and our times will change, and he's sort of he's like a saint only.
Acha.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has written his own book of Arda Viraf.
Very nice, auntie. So these lines are from there. How Rhonda has taken from so many religious texts, quotes, and she's taken from everywhere.
Yeah.
Because she has read everything. how well read she is. And all this is coming from her. So you don't have to look here and there, just follow whatever has been given to us. So take the first footstep with a good thought. What is the good thought? That today I'm going to see all good things and I'll turn away from whatever negative is coming in my way. The second, with a good word. If my intention is that, then my words, what I speak, will always be like that because I've given that intention to my mind. And then my deeds will be also like that. Whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm behaving, whatever I'm acting, my actions will be like that. So deeds will be good. If your actions are good, your deeds will be good. And then you can say that I am already experiencing heaven. Swarg to yahi hai. True heaven is the place on earth. For that, I don't have to die. I don't have to leave this physical body and experience. I can experience it here on the earth. Yeah, so tomorrow we are going to read this beautiful thing which I can tell about myself. Keep on, at times I catch myself doing it, and then I will say, no, but I'm just saying it because I want you to know. That is gossip. Gossip is sticky too. We have to look into what are we doing? How many times in a day do we sit and gossip about somebody, someone else? This will help us to identify, because what you're giving, somebody else will gossip about you. So that we're going to do tomorrow. But today we are going to play this game of sticky notes and understand. Whenever you catch yourself saying, I hate this, you can say that I feel there's lack of love in this thing. Just say this, lack of love. Lack of love. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you.
So then we can just, and see, if there is lack of love, it will remind you that, okay, now let me come into that happy space. Let me be grateful, because gratitude is the bridge between wherever I am and where the power is, where my journey is, my destination. So now define in your mind, now start defining in your mind. What is my final destination? Where? Where am I supposed to go? Where? Each one's answer will be different. I don't want to tell the answer, but where am I supposed to go? What is my final destination? Yeah? तो कहाँ जाना कहाँ है मुझे? Where do I have to go? हाँ, मुझे यहाँ से सिंगापुर जाना है, मुझे यहाँ से यूएस जाना है, मुझे यहाँ से wherever I am, supposing I am at Parel, so I have to go from here to Goregaon, and I'll choose different modes of transportation. Like supposing today I have to go from here to Malad. So what? But is that my final destination, or these are just the breaks that I'm taking in between for my final destination? Yes. So understand that now if you fix your final destination, then your steps will be like that. Because ultimately, if I have to go and face the divine, the consciousness from where I've come from, then what am I going to answer? What will my answer be? Let me make my answers beautiful from now only. Not that the last moment of my death, few breaths are there, and if I come to know that only 4 hours are left, and after that I will leave this body, I will die, which is a limited way of saying, in reality, we never die. The soul never dies, right? It just passes on from one body to the other, isn't it? Yes. So then, then you actually become vigilant and alert, because this book also told us, in one part of we read, love is being alert. Then you become alert of your words. Then you become alert of your thoughts. Then you become alert of your feelings. And then your actions are also in that mode of alertness. Yes? So then we can just fold our hands and just remember bring to your mind that one thing which you really, 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 really love about yourself. And say thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. Whom you're saying thank you to the creator who created you. The creator created me with so much of love and kindness and compassion and gratitude. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing me the way through your beautiful, showing me the path through your beautiful ways to walk on the right path. Thank you. Thank you so much. So thank you everyone for being a part of the session. Thank you. Keep going like this. The way you're going, being committed, being vigilant, being alert throughout the day, and keep on logging on time like this. We have got only last few days. Yes.
Yes.
But that will not be the end. The day, our last day will be the beginning. Remember that. It's never the end.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.